Hello Gemini, welcome to my audio tarot podcast, brought to you by me, Kathleen Robinson of 5 Tarot with Karma Queens. And as we're talking about starting a brand new year, 2024, then I thought we could do something slightly different and take a broader view of the main influence that perhaps will be coming around you during this year. After all, tarot is all about what lies ahead. So we're just pushing out that prediction from a month to a year and what might be your theme for your year. But just before we start, remember I'm available to provide you with one-to-one confidential tarot card readings through the phone or via Zoom. I even have an online diary that you can choose your appointment time with me. And your reading will be 45 minutes long and payable via bank transfer or PayPal. So get in touch with me for more details by scanning my QR code or email me at karmaqueens@gmail.com. So Gemini, the influence surrounding you this year is the Death card upright. In a nutshell, it means transformation. It can denote somebody who's going through a great transformation and experienced their share of loss and endings. They need to release the past and let go. This is someone who needs to surrender what's beyond their control. They might feel drawn towards everything dark and dangerous with deep urges to survive, reproduce, and have power and control. And sometimes there are issues with money and owing money to others, as well as gaining an inheritance of some kind. It's all about hidden grief in deaf people who are wanting to be released so that a new dawn can emerge. So the message here is, the more accepting you can be of change of all sorts during this time, the less you try to control. The better and more comfortable this time is going to be for you. Often what you need to let go of is some sort of self-limiting belief or attitude. And sometimes we just can't see how our attitudes are hurting us. And when that is true, this time period can be a wake-up call. The energy of this time is not just change or destruction, it's change or destruction followed by renewal. Even though one door may have closed, another's opening. So are you going to have the courage to step through this year? And if you hate your job or are underemployed, but you've not wanted to leave because of the steady income, you could end up being forced out. Ultimately, this would lead to your greater good. But wouldn't you rather leave on your own volition? You may benefit most from a complete change of field. Go on, make the leap. You can do it. And if you're clinging to a relationship that you're deeply unhappy in because you don't want to let go of the familiar or because you hate to be alone, you are doing neither yourself nor your partner any favours. And Death Tarot card indicates feelings that you've buried only to be reawakened. And these feelings could have been buried very deep and they can overwhelm you. So you might be dealing with childhood issues and it speaks of feelings. You could feel the need to break free from routine and try something completely new. And if you're asking about how somebody feels about you this year, the Death card means somebody is not completely opening up emotionally at this stage. They most likely need to get something off their heart before they can open up. So have a frank and honest discussion about the problems you have with the relationship. And if they can't or won't make a change, or you can't or won't, then perhaps it's time to let go. If you can be brave and take the chance of leaving the security of this relationship, you can find one that works much better for you. But first you have to face the problem and try to fix it. Not all relationships are fixable, but don't beat your head against a wall for very long when you know enough is enough. In terms of finances, you may have to make some sacrifices to deal with coming financial challenges this year. You can do it. Don't hesitate to reach out for help if you need it. You don't have to struggle or suffer alone. And nor should it come to that, although there is a possibility that you'll be dealing with an involuntary loss of income as your job may be cut back. Don't avoid reality if it comes about. Figure out exactly what you are dealing with, face it, then do what you must to get through it. Ultimately, you will profit greatly from what you have learned, and you'll be fine in the long run. In terms of health for you this year, keeping your stress levels manageable is a must in order to stay in good health now. Deal with any problems that come up physically and don't try to avoid them. Be sure to get enough rest as best you can, and don't abuse your body with alcohol in other ways. If you need healing, ask for it in both the literal and the spiritual planes. Especially if you're single now, seek out being touched physically. Massage and hugs from dear friends, etc. will go a long way towards keeping you healthy and sane. In terms of your spirituality, cultivate a positive attitude. Know that even if you are in the midst of a dark night of the soul at the moment, this too shall pass. Don't fight change. Allow yourself to feel what you feel, but don't wallow in pain or sorrow. If you need help pulling yourself away from any pain or loss that you're suffering, reach out. There is always a caring soul who will help you, even if you are quite literally alone in the world. More people care about you than you can even begin to imagine. So Gemini, I hope you found this reading useful, and that all is left to say is I wish you a happy and peaceful 2024. Until the next time, I'm Kathleen Robinson.